welcome back to my YouTube channel, Old School Gunner. Just gonna switch there because of the sunlight. How you all getting on out there? Greetings from sunny Venezuela. Well, the day is finally here. One of the biggest games that I can remember in a long time for Arsenal FC. It's going to be an incredible match. Arsenal versus Spurs, the North London derby, and this season it takes on even more significance when you consider Arsenal's plight under Mikel Arteta. Huge game for the club, a real six-pointer. Before I get into that, just want to thank everybody for your continued support on my channel, for all your likes, subscribes and comments. I really appreciate it. Smash the like in this video for me, smash the subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notifications because I'm uploading a lot of quality content at the moment and you don't want to be missing out on that, guys, trust me. Alright, let's get straight into it. Arsenal Spurs, Emirates Stadium. It's not long away now, guys. Eagerly anticipated match. I will be here watching the game in full, of course, with my father-in-law. Eagerly anticipated game. To be honest, to predict what's going to happen in that match is very difficult. I honestly think it could be a score draw, 1-1. Arsenal have a real problem in scoring goals at the moment. We're not scoring goals like we used to. We haven't done in a long time, if I'm to be fair. We've only scored 2 goals in the Premier League this season. 2 goals in 5 games, and they were both 1-0 wins. We have a problem with scoring that second and that third goal in games. And that could come back to haunt us today because definitely, without a doubt, Spurs are much better than the 2 teams we just beat. Much stronger defensively, much stronger in the midfield, and much stronger in the forwards. So that could come back to haunt us. It's going to be a very difficult game in my opinion. I honestly see it being a score draw, if we're lucky, or a win for Spurs. You know, my heart says one thing, my head says another. Can't let your heart rule your head, guys. They have a better team than us. Spurs have a better team and better players. And they have a better coach. We're really going to have to pull something out of the hat to win this one. We're up against it. There's no doubt about that in my mind. It is going to be a very hard and testing game. Mikel Arteta needs to pick the right team and he needs to pick the right tactics. For me, the team that played the last day in that 1-0 win is the best we have, is the best we can do. I don't want to see Granit Xhaka playing. If Granit Xhaka takes the field, guys, if he starts the game, you've got to start asking yourself some serious questions about Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, because Xhaka is a complete liability in the Arsenal midfield. If he plays, our so-called midfield warrior, he's an absolute liability. And don't forget now, guys, he got that red card. He hasn't played the last couple of games. He's not match fit. Sambi Lokonga and Thomas Partey are match fit. They've been playing regularly for the club. Granit Xhaka is not. If Arteta persists with playing this mediocre, limited... God, if he plays Xhaka, I don't know what to say to you guys, because that's going to cost us the game. That could be fatal. He is so sloppy in possession when he's playing it around in front of the back 4. You make mistakes like that against Kane and against Son, you're going to be punished. No doubt about it. Harry Kane, leading on to that point, hasn't scored all season in the Premier League. 5 games and no goals. Hopefully today he'll also struggle against Arsenal. That would be perfect. Son, for me, is the real threat, not Harry Kane. David Seaman came out midweek and says he thinks if the Arsenal defence gets on top of Kane, we can win the match. Son, for me, is the real threat. Kane hasn't been in form. Simple as that. Bringing me on to the next point, the Arsenal defence. They haven't been doing badly recently. Ben White and Gabriel have formed a good partnership in the centre of the defence. Ben White is a little bit shaky still. Ramsdale got us out of jail the last day out with that last-ditch tackle to stop the guy. Luckily, VAR decided it wasn't a penalty. Well, Ramsdale played the ball. Simple as that. But against Spurs, it could be a difficult one. If Ben White makes a mistake like that, similar against Spurs, it could be fatal this time, because Son and Kane will capitalise on it. No doubt about it. Like I said, the team that Arteta should pick, exactly the same team that started the game. against last day out against Burnley, I think it was. Exact same team. We're struggling for goals. There's a real lack of firepower, and I think today we could get found out. That's my honest opinion. Nicolas Pepe, people talking about this, people talking about that. There's no end product with him. We paid 72 million for that player, and in my opinion, that was 2 years ago now. In 2019, we signed Pepe. He hasn't repaid any of that, not a cent of it, not a penny, nothing. So that's another source for concern. All the pressure has been on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette to smash in the goals, and they haven't been at it. They've been under too much pressure, in my opinion. And what do you expect? I mean, the midfield, our midfield, is not providing goals. There's no goals coming from the Arsenal midfield. Last day out, we won 1-0, a free kick from Martin Odegaard, a great goal from our new signing. I'm a real fan of this player. But open play, yet again, we didn't score a goal. Today, I think, will be the day of reckoning. Arteta needs to put up or shut up. There can be no excuses after this game. The team is rested. The team is not playing European football. The team is rested and the team is ready. We have a young, strong team. But if he picks Granit Xhaka, I don't know what to say to you guys. I really don't. Because he's going to cost us the game, without a doubt. He's a nothing player. A lot to think about, guys. A lot to think about. I let that salivate now for a while and you can think about that. I'm going to be uploading later on. Of course, the game is in like 5 hours or so. So it's like 6 a.m. over here in Venezuela. I got up to get an early start that today and to get creating content for you guys. Listen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep the faith, Arsenal fans. Smash the like in this video for me. Smash the subscribe to my channel, Skool, if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Come on, you Gooners.